Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the fifth podcast concerning our platform for the upcoming election on November the 5th. I'm Dennis Buckley, Mayor of the City of Beech Grove, and I wanted to run down the list of our priorities leading up to the general election. But before I do that, a couple items I want to pass on to you. We have just recently completed some strip patching on Grovewood Drive. We're starting to lose that road, and probably within the next couple of years, the city's going to have to make a major investment in that road, and it's going to be quite expensive. But we did some work over the last couple of days, especially in areas where there's storm drains, so that the water can get to the drain and not pool. Also, I want to pass on some really good information. On Wednesday, INDOT opened the bids for the roundabout that's going to be constructed at the intersection of Arlington and Churchman Bypass. Reith Riley was the most responsive bidder, and yesterday we signed the acceptance bid on the city's behalf. So next spring, Reith Riley will be constructing an industrial roundabout at the intersection of Churchman Bypass and Arlington. This is a $1.7 million project, and we received about $1.3 million in federal funds from INDOT to construct this project. So we're looking forward to that project getting underway. Again, it'll start sometime next spring. Today, I want to talk about clean neighborhoods. And I want to go back to the reference sheet. This sheet we pass out when we knock on your door and give it to you. And if you're not home, we leave it on your door. And we generally write, "Sorry, we missed you" on it. But anyway, I want to go through it again. I'm Dennis Buckley. I'm the sitting mayor, and I'm running for re-election on November the 5th. Jim Kaufman, the owner of Eckstein Shoes here on Main Street, is running for clerk treasurer. Buddy Timplin and Ashley Pyland are our candidates for council at large. Buddy is an incumbent and serves as the council president pro tem. Elizabeth Lamping is the candidate for District 1. Elizabeth is the incumbent. Vito Mascari is the candidate for District 2. Vito is the incumbent in that district. District 3 is Jeff Dees. Jeff is new. He resides over in the Park Grove area. Avis Freisen is the candidate in District 4. Avis lives over off of Grovewood Drive on Jerry. And Dave Harrison is our candidate in District 5. Dave is the incumbent, and he also serves on the Board of Public Works and Safety. This is a solid ticket, and we look forward to continually serving you. Today, I want to talk about clean neighborhoods and how vital that is to the future of our city and to all of you. We take great pride in cleaning neighborhoods, cleaning streets through our street sweeping program. We spend a lot of time in the alleys picking up trash, heavy trash, and brush. Every one of us knows how good our trash pickup is. Everybody knows how good our solid waste is, heavy trash pickup. Our brush pickup, excellent. People ask all the time about what's the situation with box springs and mattresses. People set out box springs and mattresses for pickup, and we do not want our workers out at DPW to become exposed to what could be on the mattresses. We have body fluids that are on the mattresses, and especially bed bugs. So we hire a company to come out and pick up those mattress and box springs. It costs $20 per box spring and per mattress to pick up. And they pick them up, I think, every other week. We do not make any profit off of this. This is just a service provided to you because we will not pick those mattresses up. So I think it is a health hazard for them to be laying out in alleys, and I think it looks bad. And but at the same time, I think the health and welfare of our public works employees far outweigh picking up a mattress. So we're very interested in your property values. We want your property values to continue to go up, and by keeping your neighborhoods clean, sweeping the streets, having good sidewalks, and good local roads, we go a long way in increasing your property values. Some people get upset because we have a compliance division, but the worst thing that could possibly happen to you is for you to maintain your home. It looks very presentable inside and out, and you have a neighbor that has grass that is knee high, has junk vehicles in the yard, and just doesn't care about their property. Those are the types of people that we want to do enforcement on. We have ordinances on the books now for environmental and public nuisances, and we use those ordinances to get those people to clean up their yards. Your property values will continue to go up unless you have a neighbor who doesn't want to participate, doesn't want to clean their yard, doesn't want to do anything to improve the value of your property. So people get upset about compliance, but it's a necessary program. You can go down any street and almost all of the houses are nice, they're tidy, they're maintained, and then you have that one house, whether it be owner-occupied or rental property, that they just don't care. So what can you do as a property owner who works hard to maintain your property and you have a neighbor that is just not getting done? You can call us. You can call us at 803-9111, or you can call the Marion County Health Department. Our representative right now is a lady by the name of Katie Moore. Her number is 221-8333. And you'll have to leave a message, but she's pretty good about calling back. But those are ways to get some type of enforcement done. It's a slow process, and when you call, it's not going to happen the next day. The most common complaint that we get is tall grass and junk cars. Well, what's the rule on tall grass? Well, any grass that is over 12 inches in height can be cited. We don't cite the person who lives in the house. We look up who the owner of the property is and we cite them. We give them a letter, but we have to give them time to respond. And after 10 days, then we have the right to issue a ticket. And that generally gets their attention. So far this year, we have made over 350 inspections of residential properties. We do this from an area what we call plain sight, plain view. I don't want our compliance people to go onto your property. I don't think it's right. I think they should cite from a public common area, like a sidewalk, street, or alley. I think government goes a little bit too far when they come on your property. and I wouldn't want them to come on my property either. So grass and weeds is the most common complaint. And second is abandoned or junk vehicles. What's the rule on a car or a vehicle in the yard? A vehicle or a truck or any motor vehicle cannot be parked on the grass. It has to be parked on an impervious space, which would be cement, asphalt, or gravel. Well, how about if the vehicle's on the road? If the vehicle hasn't moved for 72 hours and it's operational, you can call us at the same number and we'll come out and we'll mark the tires. It doesn't, when we come out, we just don't automatically tow the vehicle. We have to give the owner of the vehicle time to respond. So what will happen is we'll mark the tires. After 72 hours, if it doesn't move, then we'll tag the vehicle. And then after 48 hours, then only a police officer can have the vehicle towed away. Same process on if a vehicle is parked on the grass. But we won't go onto the property to do the tire markings or the tag. We will notify the owner of the property. So those are a couple things that we have done and we are doing to try to clean up neighborhoods. Another thing that we've done is we have added street lights. We have probably added over 100 street lights since we began in 2012. Generally, when we do paving, we come in before the paving starts and we add street lights, especially if they're in the alley. It is extremely expensive to add street lights on a street. It probably equates to about $10,000 per pole, and that is just cost prohibitive to do that. But in the alleys, it's easier because the poles and the lines are already established. So we go through areas where we pave, and if there's alleys especially, we go ahead and install street lights. And we've done, as I said a minute ago, probably 100 street lights easy. We just don't talk about it. They show up, and it's much brighter, it's safer when you go out into your garage or go out into the alley. So I wanted to talk to you about clean neighborhoods because it's important. You drive through the city and our neighborhoods are clean. People take pride in their property, and you see a lot of work being done to make improvements in people's personal property, and we like that, and we will do what we can to help you. But there are those who just don't want to cooperate, and we have to do enforcement. So that's my message for today. We're going to take a short break and we're going to come back, and I want to talk to you about something that I don't think anybody realizes, that what has been done since we began in 2012 concerning our debt. And it's good news for the city, it's good news for the future of the city, and it puts us in a very favorable position for ratings. So we'll be right back in a minute.